Good evening, Star City. I'm Ryan Swanigan.
And I'm Lindsey Berning. An arrest has been made in Lincoln's first murder of the year.
One of our reporters is live at the scene.
An inmate attacks and kills a prison guard.
We'll tell you what happened.
And find out why Lincoln is ranked on another top 10 list.
Star City News starts right now.
From the campus of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and the studios of Anderson Hall, this is Star City News Now.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Star City News. I'm Ryan Swanigan.
And I'm Lindsey Berning. Here's the latest news we have for you tonight at 5 o'clock. And we begin with an update on the murder that took place January 16th at Peter Pan Park. This month, people set up a memorial for Jarvis Long, who was found dead in the park last month.
Star City's Veronica Grizzle has more on this story.
Chief of Police James Peshong announced today that they have arrested LaRon Branch in connection with the death of Jarvis Long.
For manslaughter and use of a weapon to commit a felony in regards to the Jarvis Long homicide that occurred on January 16th.
Police said they found Branch through witness accounts and interviews of events that unfolded that evening.
Obviously, there's been some kind of a fight in things. It appears as that, though, that's exactly what happened, that a fight did transpire.
Almost a month after the homicide, police say they are still following up on leads.
We've been looking at Mr. Branch for probably a few weeks.
One resident that lives close to the park said he has heard of some activities that take place after dark.
But we always hear about a lot of drugs deals and stuff going down over in this park and stuff like that. I've never witnessed any of that. See some homeless people hanging around the park every once in a while, stuff like that.
Zimmerman frequents the park and was worried when he found out about Long's death.
Yeah, it concerned us a little bit that they found somebody, dead in our park, especially, when we live a half a block away from it, and they don't have anybody in custody for it. So yeah, it makes you think twice when you come over here.
At this point, there are still a lot of questions unanswered.
It's still a puzzle that we're piecing together.
Again, Star City's Veronica Grizzle reporting. Now, police say they still have quite a few questions, quite a few leads to follow up on, actually, and this may be the first of many arrests.
In other news, a jail guard in western Nebraska has died just 2 days after an inmate attacked her. Today, the Scottsbluff County Attorney filed a first-degree murder and a second-degree intentional serious injury charge against 15-year-old Dylan Cardiac for strangling Amanda Baker Friday. Baker was taken to the hospital, declared brain dead, and died Sunday. Lincoln police need your help finding a criminal. Imagine waking up and finding a stranger in your child's bedroom. That became a scary reality for Lincoln mother early Sunday morning. The woman woke up to a loud noise in her apartment at 33rd and Huntington and found a man standing in her 10-year-old daughter's room. He fled out the window and has still not been caught. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 475-3600. Good news for those of you who live in town. Lincoln is one of the top 10 cities for affordable health care in 2014. Livability.com ranked Nebraska's capital as number 8. The website said Lincoln residents spend an average of 12% less on health care than the rest of the nation because there are so many hospitals. The city is also on the website's top 100 best places to live.
A shiny green insect is about to threaten trees in eastern Nebraska and western Iowa. Emerald ash borers are on the move, heading towards the area, according to foresters. The insects target ash trees, which Lincoln has many of. In other news, Lincoln's wolf dog now has a home. For now, that is. The controversial pet has been sent to a Raymond farm because of a city ordinance. A judge ordered for the dog to be moved outside the city limits by today. The owner still argues the dog is a selective breed and not a hybrid. If you own a cat, you may be a Democrat. If you own a dog, you might be a Republican. A survey conducted of 200,000 readers by Time magazine shows partisanship affects pet choices. The questionnaire ran in January with the results published just today. Political affiliation apparently affects food choices and cleanliness as well, according to the survey. I guess I must be an independent since I enjoy both cats and dogs, Lindsey.
I guess so. Well, a virus that makes you very sick has hit Nebraska.
Star City's Kelly Keogh takes a look at the norovirus outbreak in Nebraska after the break.
You're watching Star City News live at 5.
The Lincoln Children's Museum is an exciting family experience for everyone. It offers 3 floors of hands-on exhibits and imaginative programs that allow children and adults to discover the adventure of learning through play together. Build, dance, play, climb, sing, and laugh at the Lincoln Children's Museum in Lincoln, Nebraska. Here you can be whatever and go wherever your imagination takes you. The Lincoln Children's Museum invites children to create, discover, and learn through the power of play.
More than 4 million lives are saved each year, thanks to ordinary people who simply donate a pint of blood. One simple donation can save up to 3 lives. The friendly staff of the Nebraska Community Blood Bank are there with everything needed to help you be that hero. Saving lives is just an appointment away. Call 402-486-9414 to set up your appointment today. Be the hero.
Get in touch with your state history at the Nebraska History Museum. Even if you're from out of state, the Nebraska History Museum provides an excellent look into the life of Nebraska, from the very first Nebraskans to more recent times. The museum has so many exhibits to draw you in and really discover Nebraska's past. The Nebraska History Museum is located at 15th and P Streets, so come visit today for some quality history.
Welcome back to Star City News. Be sure to check out our previous newscasts on YouTube. Just type in Star City News in the search box. As we said before the break, the norovirus outbreak is affecting the state of Nebraska.
Kelly Keogh talked to a doctor and a nurse at the University Health Center.
That's right. Scientists and doctors across the country say the new powerful strain of the norovirus has been sweeping through the nation. Today, the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services released a statement saying several cases have now been reported here in the state and on campus.
Nearly 21 million cases and 800 deaths by the norovirus are reported every year in the United States. But with a new strain of the virus sweeping the country, medical professionals say we should expect to see those numbers increase.
Okay, the norovirus is a very hardy virus that is very contagious. It causes what we refer to as gastroenteritis.
The illness known to the public as the norovirus is a severe form of the stomach flu. The virus is easy to catch and hard to prevent. Symptoms of this superbug include extreme vomiting, nausea, and upset stomach, and will last about 2 to 3 days.
In addition to the nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, you get real dehydrated, you have achiness, you might run a low fever, be very weak.
With this strand of norovirus being more resilient than the ones in the past, nurses and doctors are preaching the same thing.
Good hand washing, and in the case of norovirus, soap and water works the best. They are finding that the hand gels don't work so well with norovirus. So go ahead and use those. That'll help you prevent flu and colds. But as far as norovirus, you really need to scrub up good with soap and water.
Here at the university, there was a major outbreak at one of the residence halls a few weeks ago. Since then, the number of cases have dropped greatly.
About 3 weeks ago, we saw kind of a big surge of it. Now we're just seeing a trickle. So it's not real bad here right now as it was about 3 weeks ago.
The number of reported cases on campus has decreased significantly. Doctors still urge students to take the necessary precautions. Back to you, Lindsey and Ryan.
Thanks, Kelly. Lindsey, I live on campus, so I'm looking to avoid catching any of the stuff, really.
Yes, that virus does not sound like fun. Those tips will be very helpful.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Code Red. In Lincoln Public Schools, this means there is an emergency threat. The current rule is to lock the doors, turn off the lights, and keep everyone away from the windows. But LPS Security Director may be changing this policy. National experts say the best thing to do is get out of the school, not hide and wait. Instead of announcing Code Red over the intercom, administrators would say something more specific like intruder inside and give everyone specific directions how to evacuate safely. The Nebraska Democratic Party is extending voting to independents in the primary election this May. The party's Central Committee voted 32 to 30 on Saturday to make the change. The Democratic Party chairman said it will hopefully increase voter turnout, and the Republican state chairman said there hasn't been any interest in his party to do the same. Crop values fell last year and soybean prices declined from record highs of 2012. In an annual report, the U.S. Department of Agriculture says the value of field crops went down nearly 10%. But some good news, Nebraska was still one of the top corn producers with nearly $12 billion sold.
One of the co-founders of Cabela's has passed away. Richard Cabela died at the age of 77 on Monday. Along with his wife and his brother, the Cabela's created one of the biggest retailers for outdoor gear in the U.S. in 1961. According to Forbes, the company value is estimated at $1.2 billion after it all started with a $45 purchase of fly fishing lures. 79 categories featuring food and drink, health and well-being, pampering, shopping, leisure, and much more. Yes, it's the third annual Lincoln Choice Awards hosted by the Lincoln Journal-Star. Votes are currently being accepted up until February 23rd, and the winners will be announced in March 31st edition of the paper. Bacon Feast 2014 is on the way at the end of the week. The event will be held at the Lancaster Event Center from 1 to 5 p.m. this Saturday. Tickets are $20, but it's well worth it as the event will feature dishes, desserts, drinks, tons of free samples, and the glorious smell of bacon. And Lindsay, I am really hungry after reading that promo. That's going to be really fun on Saturday.
Yes, that sounds really good. So Ryan, do you know what barometer means?
Meteorologist Amber Michael does, and she'll tell you more specifically what is to come coming up.
In addition, meteorologist Tyler Hurley is outside with a preview of your upcoming forecast.
Well, it's a little windy, but with weather like this, who can complain? Is Mother Nature just teasing us, or is spring-like weather here to stay? I'm meteorologist Tyler Hurley, and Chief Meteorologist Amber Michael will have your full 7-day forecast.
You're watching Star City News live at 5.
Thousands of people safely donate plasma every day. All it takes is a little time to save people with bleeding disorders, immune deficiencies, severe burns, trauma, and other conditions. Our highly trained staff follows strict safety guidelines when collecting your plasma to ensure your well-being and comfort. Plasma is the important source material used to make life-saving medicines, and it can only come from healthy adults. Save a life today. Donate plasma at Biomat, where we have pride for donors and passion for patients.
Don't let the disability you face stop you from going to the places you need to go. Through the busing system of Lincoln StarTran, the Handy Van services are there to give you the transportation you need. Everybody has places they need to go within the city. Handy Van will ensure that you are able to get there. For questions or to apply, search Lincoln Handy Van online or call 402-441-7871 today. Your destination awaits.
This year marks the 50th anniversary of the Sheldon Art Museum being open here in Lincoln, Nebraska. The Sheldon Art Museum is open 10 to 8 Tuesdays, 10 to 5 Wednesday through Saturday, and 12 to 5 on Sundays. Entrance is free to the public. Be sure to come see all of the works here at the Sheldon Art Museum.
Here's what's happening outside right now. This is Star City News weather.
As we look outside, we see a major storm system to the northeast, which is bringing 2 to 4 inches of snow throughout areas that already saw over 8 inches of snow throughout last week. Now, throughout our area, luckily we are seeing some high pressure, which brings us to our Star City News weather facts of the day. What is high pressure? So high pressure system is the place where the highest pressure is recorded throughout that surrounding area. It generally brings a clockwise rotation throughout the northern hemisphere and typically brings clear skies and light winds, such as we saw today. Those temperatures were quite lovely out there. As you can see, current temperatures are in the 60s, 62 in Lincoln, 59 recorded in Omaha, 60s throughout the entire central Nebraska area with cooler temperatures to the west. Now our overnight lows looking to be a little bit cooler than we've seen the past couple nights. 20s throughout most of the Nebraska area, 22 in Columbus, 24 in Lincoln, and 26 in Omaha. So a little bit cooler than we've seen the past couple nights. Our
highs for tomorrow, 50s throughout the area. Again, a little bit cooler than we saw today, but still nice temperatures. So 53 expected tomorrow in Omaha, 54 in Lincoln, and 54 expected in Sioux City. Now, this evening, 53 degrees as we make our way home tonight. Clear skies with a northwest wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour as we go into tonight. Again, cooler skies, 24 degrees expected for our low tonight. Clear skies with northwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we go into tomorrow, 33 degrees for our morning temperature, mostly sunny skies with the southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we warm up throughout the day tomorrow, 48 expected at noon, with 54 being our high at 3 p.m. and 49 as we go into tomorrow evening. For our 7-day forecast, again, 54 expected for tomorrow, a 40% chance of some mix, maybe some snow mixed with some rain on Thursday, with a high of 44 on Friday, and again, cooler temperatures as we go into next week with a slight chance of some snow on Monday. So you see those highs switch to the lows switch to your highs, and it'll be cooler throughout next week. So not exactly what we like to hear at this time of year, but we'll have to deal with it. So for Star City News, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Michael. Back to you guys.
Wow, it's just gorgeous weather for February in Lincoln here.
Yeah, nice weather and control here. It's really wonderful.
Yeah, thanks, Amber. Well, coming up in sports, Nebraska ball is getting hype that they haven't received in quite some time.
Star City.
It's time for sports on Star City News.
Husker fans experienced a scary event at the women's basketball game this weekend. Reed Kilmer has more on the story.
He's taking the ball to one side of the floor. Okay?
Nearing the 12-minute mark on Sunday's game versus Indiana University, the Lady Huskers basketball team was tied with the Hoosiers at 50. At that time, Husker coach Connie Yorey fainted on the sidelines, bringing the game to a halt. Dehydration was the result of the collapse. Nurse practitioner Leanne Holmes says there are several reasons why the brain will cause the body to faint.
There is a nerve, a vagus nerve, that diverts blood flow away from your head, essentially. And there's a bunch of ways that you can stimulate the vagus nerve. Dehydration is one of them. And that by diverting blood flow away from your head, that's what causes dizziness and fainting.
Stress can be reduced by exercise, healthy diet, and relaxing activity. The problem becomes, when is job commitment too much? A variety of coaches this year have had health issues, forcing them to leave the sidelines of football fields and basketball courts. Throughout sports, coaches are seen yelling and displaying intense emotion. With coaches having stress-induced health problems, the issue seems to have become a trend in sports today. Coach Yorey told media today why this may have happened.
I think coaches, we get busy in our season and we probably don't take care of ourselves as much as we should. I think that's a big part of it. We don't sleep the way we should, when you're trying to survive on 3 and 4 hours of sleep combined with, some medical things that I had going, it probably wasn't a good combination.
To keep yourself from becoming dehydrated, remember to drink plenty of water when enjoying drinks with caffeine. For Star City News, I'm Reed Kilmer.
We'll have plenty of attention on her when the ladies return to the court on Thursday versus Ohio State. 8 UNL students will compete in their final meet tomorrow when the Nebraska swimming and diving team travels to Minnesota to compete at its 3rd Big Ten championship. The events, featuring 7 sessions over 4 days, will be held at the University of Minnesota Aquatic Center. The NBA's most electrifying superstars could be found in New Orleans this weekend as sharpshooters, high flyers, and NBA legends gave the fans a show to remember this All-Star weekend. San Antonio's Marco Bellinelli was nice out, stroking his way to a 3-point contest victory. John Wall and the East squad soared to the victory in the dunk contest, and Kyrie Irving led the East victory, dropping 31 points, 14 dimes, and bringing home the All-Star Game MVP. Germany has moved up to number 1 in the medal standings, grabbing the gold in yesterday's men's team ski jumping competition. Germany's emergence has knocked the U.S. out of the top 4, although Merrill Davis and Charlie White brought the U.S. into the first Olympic gold medal in ice dancing. The U.S. is currently ranked 5th in the medal standings. That's what's going down in the sports world. For Star City News, I'm Brian Colbert. Back to you, Ryan and Lindsey.
Thanks, Brian. Coming up, Jimmy Fallon takes over late night comedy, and the 50th anniversary edition of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit magazine made its debut.
Star City's Andrew Ward has your entertainment news after the break.
You're watching Star City News live at 5.
The Lincoln Children's Museum is an exciting family experience for everyone. It offers 3 floors of hands-on exhibits and imaginative programs that allow children and adults to discover the adventure of learning through play together. Build, dance, play, climb, sing, and laugh at the Lincoln Children's Museum in Lincoln, Nebraska. Here you can be whatever and go wherever your imagination takes you. The Lincoln Children's Museum invites children to create, discover, and learn through the power of play.
More than 4 million lives are saved each year, thanks to ordinary people who simply donate a pint of blood. One simple donation can save up to 3 lives. The friendly staff of the Nebraska Community Blood Bank are there with everything needed to help you be that hero. Saving lives is just an appointment away. Call 402-486-9414 to set up your appointment today. Be the hero.
Get in touch with your state history at the Nebraska History Museum. Even if you're from out of state, the Nebraska History Museum provides an excellent look into the life of Nebraska, from the very first Nebraskans to more recent times. The museum has so many exhibits to draw you in and really discover Nebraska's past. The Nebraska History Museum is located at 15th and P Streets, so come visit today for some quality history.
What's happening in Lincoln? I'm Andrew Ward, giving you the latest in entertainment. Let's get things started with Jimmy Fallon, who hosted The Tonight Show last night for the first time, replacing late night legend Jay Leno. And Fallon didn't disappoint, busting out his moves with actor Will Smith and the evolution of hip-hop dancing. Take a look at some of it. Of course, that dance number was only part of the fun. The rock band U2 capped off the show in style with a spur-of-the-moment performance of their hit song, Ordinary Love. Simon Cowell was sharing some of that love on Twitter over the weekend. The X Factor judge and now new father posted pictures of his son, Eric, who was born on Valentine's Day. Along with the photos, Cowell tweeted on Sunday, "The last 3 days have been incredible. Eric, Lauren, Squidly, and Diddley, all happy." The boy is Cowell's first child with his girlfriend, Lauren Silverman. Wondering why it's feeling a little warmer outside today? Ask Sports Illustrated. The magazine published its annual swimsuit edition today, featuring models Kate Upton, Chrissy Teigen, and Nina Agdal. This year's issue is its 50th birthday. Miami already boasts the world's best basketball player, and it might be getting the world's #1 soccer player as well. Former superstar David Beckham is trying to convince FIFA Player of the Year Cristiano Ronaldo to join his new Miami MLS soccer franchise. The move wouldn't go into effect until 2017, though, as Ronaldo currently plays for Real Madrid in Spain. And that's all I got for entertainment. Ryan, Lindsey, back to you guys.
Lots of fun stuff in entertainment today. Thanks, Andrew. Up next, videos of coaches rapping and kids falling all over the ice.
Megan Williams has that and much more in her social media report.
Stay connected with the latest social media here on Star City News.
Hey, I'm here with all the info on what's been hot in the social media world. First up, we have women's basketball coach Connie Yori, who is known for staying under the radar when it comes to social media and headlines. But after collapsing during the game this Saturday, people couldn't resist tweeting their prayers and positive wishes for the Husker coach. As you can see, even ESPN broadcaster LaChina Robinson sent her support. Yori's collapse wasn't the only reason Nebraska women's basketball was trending this weekend. A halftime video featuring the Husker staff turned Shimmy Gray Miller from assistant coach to rap goddess. We knew you'd want to see it, so take a look.
Back with a brand new invention, something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know.
President Obama's interview during halftime of the NBA All-Star Game sent viewers into a tweeting frenzy. With so many mixed opinions, TNT is questioning whether the interview was a slam dunk or an airball. Some viewers are hoping to see Obama in the All-Star game post-presidency, but one tweeter felt otherwise by tweeting this. Ouch. I think this dad deserves detention. While waiting to pick up his kids from school, he videotaped students slipping and falling on the same patch of ice. I counted at least 10 falls in 5 minutes of the video. Let's take a look.
They're gonna fall, they're gonna fall, they're gonna fall. She's gonna fall.
It's almost dinner time, and if you're hungry, this may be a good opportunity to pull out your smartphone and download the Taco Bell app. You can now order food and pay with just a few quick swipes. This may even be a great app to use right now so that your food can be ready by the time Star City News is over. That's all I have here for social media. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Megan. Coming up, UNL is in the middle of its tax prep event and slam poetry.
Larry Brown has the latest campus happenings in your U News report. We'll be right back.
You're watching Star City News live at 5.
Thousands of people safely donate plasma every day. All it takes is a little time to save people with bleeding disorders, immune deficiencies, severe burns, trauma, and other conditions. Our highly trained staff follows strict safety guidelines when collecting your plasma to ensure your well-being and comfort. Plasma is the important source material used to make life-saving medicines, and it can only come from healthy adults. Save a life today. Donate plasma at Biomat, where we have pride for donors and passion for patients.
Don't let the disability you face stop you from going to the places you need to go. Through the busing system of Lincoln StarTran, the Handy Van services are there to give you the transportation you need. Everybody has places they need to go within the city. Handy Van will ensure that you are able to get there. For questions or to apply, search Lincoln Handy Van online or call 402-441-7871 today. Your destination awaits.
Get the latest campus info with U News.
Hey everybody, this is Larry Brown with your latest news around the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Need your taxes done? Get them prepared for free. The Nebraska East Union will have volunteers ready to help you file your state and federal returns tomorrow, the 19th, from 5 to 8 p.m. It's first come, first serve, so get there early. UNL Police conducted training on situational awareness today. It teaches staff and faculty how to protect themselves before a potentially threatening situation. Let's take a listen to UNL PD Officer Keon Neeson about the training.
Today was our first outside of the walls event. In other words, we're trying to publish a proactive calendar for the community to come see us, provide them with public safety messages.
If you missed out on today's session, don't fret. Lessons will be held in the Nebraska Union tomorrow and the 21st at 10 a.m. Slam poetry makes its way to Nebraska Union tonight. Brandon Thornton, otherwise known as Explicit, brings his talents to UNL with a performance tonight. The former college math teacher seeks to engage audiences with his real-world experience delivered in the form of spoken word. The event takes place tonight, 7 to 8:30 p.m., is free and open to the public. That's all for the latest at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. I'm Larry Brown, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
And a little bit of fun before we end the show, box office news.
For the second week in a row, the Lego Movie took the top spot at the box office this weekend. About Last Night and RoboCop went 2 and 3, with The Monuments Men and Endless Love rounding out the top 5. And many students bring their teachers apples, but one Lincoln Middle schooler brought special cookies.
That's right. LPS officials say a student brought a dessert laced with marijuana to Irving Middle School this morning. In an email sent out to parents, the principal said 8 other students had the cookies, but they were all immediately sent to the nurse and are all fine. Administrators contacted parents and say they are determining the proper outcome. Well, that's all we have for you on this edition of Star City News. I'm Lindsey Berning.
And I'm Ryan Swanigan. Thanks for joining us this evening. Be sure to tune in on Thursday for our next broadcast. Good night.